It's one of my favorites. It's Ozzy's least favorite solo album that he's ever done because, admittedly, whoever produced it did make every song sound exactly the same, production-wise. But if you're an Ozzy fan, you'll remember this. It was the last album with Jake E. Lee playing guitar before the Zakk Wylde administration.
And that didn't work out.
It was the first album with the late, great Randy Castillo behind the drums. But Ozzy had been in rehab, so Jake Lee wrote all the songs while he was gone. But it was a lot of turmoil for Ozzy. But that song is about nuclear war because in the 80s, when the kind of the height of the Cold War, there were a lot of bands writing songs about mutually assured destruction, and everybody was freaking out about, the threat of nuclear war. People hadn't, you had to be old enough to have remembered when that happened in the 50s and 60s. But I was reading about how they've moved the doomsday clock, which is largely symbolic, but there are people who have to attend to this thing. The Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists, or BAS, if you like, announced that they had moved the minute hand of the doomsday clock. This is, as the name implies, a symbol to show us how close we are to annihilation. And 90 seconds to midnight is, I think, the closest it's ever been, largely because of the war in Ukraine, because anytime Putin, I don't know, every other day he's like, yeah, I might just fire off some nukes, or, I don't know. So it understandably gets people a little worried. So they made a big show about the fact that they have moved the hands of the doomsday clock 90 seconds to midnight.
The members of the Science and Security Board moved the hands of the doomsday clock forward, largely, though not exclusively, because of the mounting dangers in the war in Ukraine. We moved the clock forward the closest it has ever been to midnight. It is now 90 seconds to midnight.
90 seconds to midnight.
What does that even mean?
Well, it's a symbol of how close we are to destruction. But largely, it's in the nuclear age, largely tied into
Nuclear
holocaust.
Right.
So in the mid-40s, they set it at 7 minutes to midnight.
Okay, that was my question.
And
It's how much time?
Well, because it has moved closer, and then it has moved back too.
Yeah.
Right.
Ah, okay.
So this is the closest to midnight it's ever been. I had to look it up. The farthest it's ever been was 17 minutes in 1991. It's been set back 8 times, and it's been set forward 17 times. So we went from 17 minutes in 1991, 30 years ago, to 90 seconds. Simply no way to know how many minutes that is. But the point is that, boy, that's close.
Yes.
There's a great Iron Maiden song called 2 Minutes to Midnight, and that's about the doomsday clock. Like I said, all these, a lot of, especially heavy metal bands. Because,
the Doomsday Clock I'm surprised that's not an album title. Or
it might
just the
be.
name of a band.
It might be.
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
You've never heard of the Doomsday Clock?
I've never heard of the Doomsday Clock, no.
Well, now you have. Can't say that any longer. Well, there is a band called the Doomsday Clock.
Oh, okay, there you go.
They have a song called Satan.
Excuse me.
You want to hear Satan by the Doomsday Clock?
Can we
Oh,
hear
no, maybe
Satan?
the
Yeah.
maybe the band is Satan,
Okay.
and the song is the Doomsday Clock.
What if it's just like soft rock?
Oh, these look like old dudes. I don't hate it. Doomsday Clock! Wait, hold on. Let me hear the guy. All right, well, there's a lot of... there you go.
A lot of that.
I think Satan is a band that was gone for a long time and then came back. That sounds like an old thrash band or something. I don't know. There is a band. There are a couple bands called Doomsday Clock. There's one in London. There's one in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I got to tell you, I played in Doomsday Clock for a long time. And then they finally kicked me out. They go, you can't be in Doomsday Clock no more. Who made this law? I gave I gave you some of the best riffs of my life. We played at Mr. Smalls. We played at Jurgles. We played at Nick's Fast City back in the day. We opened for the Buzz Poets. And now you're telling me, Donnie, you're out of Doomsday Clock. What the hell is this? I'm going to go form my own band. And you're not going to like it. It's going to be called, I don't know. I don't know what's going to be called, but it's going to have a great name. And you're going to rue the day you kick me out of Doomsday Clock. So, anyway, 90 seconds to midnight. There's your Doomsday Clock news. Mary likes to play dumb, but she was the first one to blow up my phone about, God, did you see what's going on with the Doomsday Clock?
I said, Alan, what do you have to do with this?
Uh-huh. I was looking at let me see if we have any in here. But I will maybe play you some. Because we've mentioned this person before. Yeah, okay. I've got some. I'm going to play this for you. You tell me who this is.
That drink talking.
It takes so long to get going.
Radio music you should know.
Well, I can't tell you who that is. Hold on. Let me listen. Hold on.
iHeartRadio.
These goddamn iHeartRadio clips. Just give me the song. Jesus Christ. Music you should know. Well, then let me hear it.
Don't.
Now, it's like one of those maps of the most listened to artist in every country based on who's being streamed the most. The top global artists. A lot of it is obviously people you've never heard of before because they're in India or whatever. A Bollywood singer has the most with 14.8 billion listens.
Wow.
And most of South and Central America and Spain is all Bad Bunny. But the most listened to artist, most streamed artist of all in the entire United States is Young Boy Never Broke Again. This is that we've mentioned him before because I thought he was dating somebody famous.
He's got like 12 or 13 kids, and he's 24 years old or something.
He's
like
23 and he has 10 kids
there
with
you
8
go.
chicks.
This is a different guy than NBA Youngboy?
This is NBA Youngboy.
Yeah, NBA Never Broke Again is what NBA stands for. Yeah.
I'm stupid. Okay.
And, well, not everybody knows. I mean, most people have no goddamn clue who this guy is. He is the most streamed
dude,
person in the entire United
That's
States.
so wild to me.
Eminem is Canada, which I thought was interesting. But, man, you got balls calling yourself Never Broke Again when you got 10 kids by the time you're 23.
Right.
And this guy, can't stay out of jail, and he's, man, I don't know how you stay so rich. I'm sure it's all above board.
Floyd Mayweather's, that's not his.
That's what it was.
That's what it is.
Floyd Mayweather, he was dating his daughter? Or he
has a
knocked
kid
up his
by her.
daughter?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I knew he was connected to someone famous. Wasn't there that photo of him getting into that gaudy Lambo or something?
Yeah, I reported on this on the Pound Cake Sports Break because Floyd Mayweather bought a matching car seat with his furry interior of his Rolls Royce. It had a furry car seat.
Right. Yeah, I am, and I sound like an old white guy when I say it, but I am. But I do like to keep my ear to the ground. But I am fascinated by these young dudes who are constantly in trouble. So they're constantly paying some kind of legal bills. They have a bunch of kids, and they're still crazy rich. I don't understand that, especially in the streaming era. You're not getting rich off that. And that's not your only revenue stream.
Yeah, but if you're getting that many streams, you're doing pretty well.
It's paying your bills.
Yeah.
Right, but I guess. I mean, of course, these days, there's no such thing as selling out anymore. So you just license your music to every goddamn thing that comes along.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you might be hard-pressed to find. Again, he's not a household name, but he's always in trouble for something. Attempted murder, assault weapons and kidnapping, assault and battery, shooting in Miami, probation revoked, arrest for firearms and drug offenses.
Is this NBA
a federal
Youngboy?
firearm charge? Yeah.
Or NBA
A federal
Youngboy?
firearm charge. Yeah.
Or Andy Dick.
Now, Andy Dick's offenses are all him running around with his pants down. This guy, federal firearms charge. Released from jail on $2 million bail. So, but boy, 10 kids by 23. That is a heroic amount of not wrapping it up. So he needs to marry into the Nick Cannon family somehow. But he is the most streamed artist
End up having kids that are related at some point, I'm sure.
One of his kids is going to marry one of Nick Cannon's kids. And that kid will be young boy always broke. And he will embark on his own career. But he got going with Juice WRLD, Rip Juice WRLD. And he's out there. He's doing stuff. It doesn't say how many streams he has. But I had not expected to see that. If I had asked you, you probably would have said Rihanna,
Taylor Swift, Drake,
Taylor
something
Swift,
like that. Yeah.
Beyonce.
Kumar Sanu, or Blackpink, or BTS, or Udit Narayan, or Shilpi Raj. All the usual suspects. Alka Yagnik. All the usual suspects. Lata Mangeshkar. I know what you're thinking.
Modest Yahoo.
Yes. Right. Modest Mouse, Matisyahu. But so what I'm going to do is, like the most, I was looking for any mainstream names. The most streamed person in Norway is Ed Sheeran. In Norway. So there are names you recognize. They're just in other countries. It's a lot of names that you're not familiar with, though. So I'm going to go home tonight. He's also the top streamer in Malta. I'm going to go home tonight, and I'm going to stream the entirety. I'm going to listen to the entirety of the Young Boy Never Broke Again catalog. That's what I'm planning
And then
on
report
doing.
back tomorrow and let us know
And
what you
then
think.
I won't report anything. It will just be in my head.
Keep it for yourself.
Keep it all to myself. I'm going to listen to his entire discography. I'm going to listen to the last Slimetto.
So what's like the top 5 or top 10 most streamed artists in America?
Don't know.
They don't have that?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Well, hold on.
I'm sure you could find
Yep.
it.
The top streamed artists in the United States: Drake, Taylor Swift, Bad Bunny, Kanye West, The Weeknd. Ladies and gentlemen,
I like The Weeknd.
The Weeknd. Yeah, boy, Bad Bunny, that guy cleans up.
That guy doing great. And I feel like no one had even really heard of him like around this time last year. And he's just skyrocketed.
I don't know.
Maybe 2 years ago.
I don't know one song by him.
I don't
Like,
know one
do
song by
I.
any
I
of
know
these
who he
people.
is, but I don't know any of his music like that.
He was in that movie Bullet Train, for anybody who saw that. He was one of the assassins in that movie.
I think he's hot, but I just don't know his music.
Yeah, I don't know any of this music. I know a little bit of The Weeknd. I've heard a few Kanye songs. The rest of it,
A few
nothing.
Kanye songs?
I'm serious. I know like Gold Digger.
I was gonna say, you know his old stuff, not recent.
But like I
Kanye.
still have to like it'll come on sometimes and I'll be like at the gym. I'm like, is this Kanye? And my trainer's like, yeah, it's Kanye. Because I've never really listened to pop music or hip hop really.
Now,
Especially
I think
newer
if
stuff.
Bad Bunny could collaborate with Bahad Bahabi, you'd really be onto something there.
It's probably gonna happen.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Well, yeah, he's already Bad Bunny.
I think if they
So-
if they're gonna get all it included, they should also collaborate with Blue Bunny.
Oh, the Ice Cream
the Ice
People.
Cream People.
Boy, that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Bad Bunny, Bahad Bahabi, chocolate vanilla swirl. Crunch.
This feast or famine.
Right. Bahad Bahabi's Blue Bunny ice cream, cashew me outside. Do you like nuts in your ice cream? Delicious. It's a legume. And it comes in lactose-free versions,
Hey,
too,
Now we're talking.
for those of you out there who don't want to poop.
Shoot me
How
outside.
about that? Alan Cox Show After Hours line. Want to leave messages? You can do it there. It's 216-986-8903.
Hey guys, listening to yesterday's podcast, heard you talking about horrible customer service, customer support. That's because we live in an age where they don't train gears anymore. They just train cogs. Those cogs are paid a lot less, easier to train.
You say cogs?
Like
Cogs in the machine?
gears.
Gotcha.
and disposable. So if your problem is a multi-scope problem, that's why you're getting transferred around, because nobody knows the whole picture anymore. Just thought I'd give you a heads up on that. It sucks, but Trump's America. Gene from Parma.
Gene from
Blame it on Trump?
You can't lay that at Trump's feet. I mean, customer service has been awful for a long time.
Very
I mean,
long time.
maybe robots are hastening that, but you can't lay that at his feet.
Yeah, I think.
Gene from Parma.
Oh, gee.
I love it. Thank you, Gene. Yeah, no, I mean, it's, Amazon workers are striking. I was looking at a chart today. The jobs least likely to be replaced by AI, artist, was at the very top. So, boy, we are all in luck
We're killing it.
since
so
we
much art.
aspire to be artists.
Mhm.
When we grow up, that's what we want to be. We might just get it in under the wire there before the artificial intelligence comes through. And
It can come up with cashew me outside.
good luck, AI. Take that, Chat GPT. I tried to get on that website yesterday, and it
I don't
wouldn't let you on there.
really know much about it other than it's like an AI
Yeah.
chat thing.
People are
that-
dicking around with it. Yeah, you can put stuff in it, and it's try Chat GPT, but then it'll go, yeah, we're at capacity right now because everybody's checking it out. But it's, listen, it's just one more form of communication that we'll need to somehow incorporate into everyday life. And this isn't even as advanced as it's going to get. So who knows? But I was surprised to see doctor and lawyer on that list too of careers least likely to be replaced by AI, because that's what you read now. It's like, there's going to be robot lawyers and you're going to walk up to a machine that's going to tell you what's wrong with you. You know, you'll get a scan from a robot, and that'll be your doctor. So I don't know how that's going to work out.
People aren't going to like that because a machine would just be too practical to tell you exactly what's wrong and would
As
not.
opposed to those doctors that are always great. with
Dead or
bedside
alive,
manner.
you are
There
coming
are
with
some
me.
though. They
Bedside manner.
yeah, they have that versus a doctor or a machine is just going to be like, you're fat, lose some weight. Like, you are obese, clinically obese. And someone's going to be like, I don't want to hear that.
Well,
Like,
no, but that's the point of this Chat GPT. That's the point they're trying to make with this artificial intelligence, is it's going to get to the point where it will be indistinguishable, where you could download Bedside Manner
Dude, that's
into
wild.
the DocBot 5000, and it's going to talk to you like it really cares what's going on with you.
Bedside manner.
So that's a vision of our future as cogs and gears
Maybe I will get married after all.
in the ever-loving machine.
To a robot doctor?
No, not a robot doctor. Just I'll program my husband. If I can get exactly what I want in a doctor, why can't I get exactly what I want in a husband?
He's going to program you.
The robot's gonna program me?
Yeah.
How so?
Well, artificial intelligence, I mean, if it lives up to its promise,
Smarter than me.
right? It's going to be able to create a picture of your personality, and it's going to be able to anticipate your responses and act accordingly.
It's like, you're wearing that. You have not washed these sheets in 3 weeks. Ill, gross. Don't touch me. I'm really tired. Oh God. Whoa. Yeah.
What about that? There we go. Oh, hold on. No.
We're not there yet.
No, not there yet. What about there? No. What? No. Hey, hi, Pound Cake. I'm your robot husband.
Oh, not with that voice, you're not. Absolutely not. Next. Ooh. Where did they distribute you from? That sounds hot. Ooh, so you're foreign. Wait, does that mean you're uncut? Oh, no. New model, upgrade. Forget that.
I'm uncut. How do you like it?
I'm uncut.
Hey!
What are your prime directives?
My prime directives are to sit on Pound Cake's face.
I like this guy. Was he a gift?
All you need to do is unwrap me. Beep, bop, boop.
Uh-oh. Okay.
He's gonna beep bop your boop, man.
I'm gonna beep, bop your boop. Show me that boop. I'm gonna beep, bop it.
Okay. Do you want to get married?
No. Oh, boy. Well, listen, that is what a wild look at our inevitable future. I've got to take a break. Hey, you want to get yourself to Sonic Temple? They've expanded it to 4 days. 25th through the 28th of May. They have a killer lineup down there in Columbus for the show. Go to sonictemplefestival.com to check it out, but I will have 4